Everyone loves an origin story. Let's go, Lost Rangers. Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and we are looking at Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Beyond the Grid issue 33. Now first of all, there's a very nice cover. I'm digging them all in there. They're little human forms obviously, and they seem to be on a strange planet. I love how the planet's set behind the Mighty Morphin sign as well. Okay, so our newly found solo ranger is not sure why she is alive. Okay, so the team start talking to their new companion, and they're a bit nervous off each other, as you can imagine. And as they're talking, I like this bit between Jekyll and Kimberly, where he talks about, we should all be given second chances. And really, she's like, well, you're kind of talking about us. Okay, so Remy thinks that these guys should be working together. They have the same sort of powers, and that's what they're doing. So pretty much they're asking about who the Pre-Raider is, and basically he says the universe is dying. He's clearly a conqueror, and he wants to take them to a new world. And pretty much most people in this world think that he just means, well, death. That's it, you're gone. And basically the Pre-Raider is after a Solarix, which is this, which I guess is her morpher, or where she taps into the morphin. So the Ranger's new companion tells about life basically, and how it's all coming apart, and pretty much everything's gonna turn to dust. And when she was a child, all her and her friends wanted to do was survive, so they stole what they could. Sad. Was that so wrong? I'm kind of enjoying the origin story here. So pretty much I think she's trying to steal there, because that's what they do, and she gets caught. And, well, she loses her balance, but he doesn't, he tries to save her. And she reacts badly. Oh, actually, no, sorry. Does he fall here? I'm trying to decide if that's him falling, because he's not up there, so I guess he fell. And even though she didn't mean to, he says, take the Solarix. It seeks its own kind, sort of thing. So she's empowered, and the prey is going to come after her, and it's the key to what? Let's find out. To everything, apparently. And basically her friends would have, they're starving, etc. She said they would sell that for just a bit of food, and she didn't blame them. It wasn't. Okay, now I like this bit. This is the bit where Kimberly kind of says, well, I've been put in a similar position in her dimension as well. And she says, her powers don't work the same way as other powers. They just kind of flicker in as well. And the Pre-Raider there kind of knows what's going on. So anyone who kind of she helped, they would regret it, basically, because he would follow. Now this is a really cool scene. So clearly the Solarix senses her emotions by the sounds of it, and that's why it flickers in and out. So she's never really morphed properly. So we go back to the origin story, and she's talking about, at first, she didn't really know what it was, but she knew it was powerful. She knew that it meant something, and basically whatever it was, whatever the consequences was, it was worth fighting for, I guess. And that was kind of the first time she morphed, became a Power Ranger, and she said it's not because she was holy, etc. She was strong, she was a great warrior, she was a scholar, etc. It was because there was nobody else there, she said. The old man just gave it to her. So basically, in this world, there's no rebellion or anything against the tyranny of the Pre-Raider, if I can say the damn word. And basically, she was the only one who could protect it. And there's no morphin energy here, no morphin grid, so how can she morph? And she basically says the moment your Prometheus came through, her morpher was drawn to it like nothing else. It craved it, etc. And this place is dark without your grid. This is this is the only, her morph is the only light, the void morphin energy in this plane of existence. I guess like a tiny little fragile sun there. So basically Heckle comes in. I'm really digging Heckle. He's starting to grow on me, if that makes sense. He's like a crazy bad guy trying to turn his life around, etc. And you know, he says, let's help her. Right, so what I feel like the writer does, the writer really knows the character she has picked for this story. So she knows Cam's got a lot of questions, he wants to do a lot of investigation around the Morpher and how it works and why it knew to search for their powers, etc. You know, even she says she's clever. And Andrew makes contact with her sister and wants to get hold of Grace, but mainly he's saying that, you know, they're coming home, they've got the secret ranger, and she's not coming in as a prisoner. Okay, now this is something that Andros would do. Once again, she's hitting the nail with these characters. He says there is so much to do here, there's life here, we should be not trying to get away from here, we should be trying to protect the people, they're not aliens, you know, the different races that are in this world. But things shift quite quickly as the Predator is surrounding the Prometheus with this massive ships. This is amazing. You know, we never in all the time, other than the in space finale, you know, you saw spaceships, etc. It was never like this on this scale, even with Terra Venture when it was lost in space. This is amazing. I love, you know, there's so many opportunities and things you can do with comics, and this is one of them. Now, this is brilliant. So the Predator put a tracker on their ship to follow them back to Prometheus, and pretty much his ultimatum is, I can send you home. It's a brilliant bargaining chip. All I want is the Solarix Ranger. That's it. Or not even that. You just want the powers, etc. So really, really straightforward. Join me. And as you would expect for Andros, he's not going to say, hey, yeah, let's go home. They're going to stand up and fight. So the issue ends quite nicely with, it's Morphin time. Okay, so just to wrap it up, I've got to say, you know, I finally feel like this is... I liked the whole theory and how it was coming together, but this is the first time that I felt like the characters were being written, everything was... The storytelling was perfect, the art was perfect, everything was perfect in this issue. Fantastic series. I do recommend you try and get it. Even if you're not a fan of Power Rangers, you could read this series and not need to know anything about Power Rangers as far as I'm concerned. The last few issues, you know, they're completely disconnected from anything in the Power Rangers world. So follow me on Facebook, SmurDP. Like, comment, subscribe. And thank you for watching. Take care. Goodbye. Embrace the geekiness.